Everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Outside the Octagon podcast. I'm the host, Charleston Payne. Unfortunately, Jude's not going to be able to make it in with us today, but he'll be back very soon. Joining us today, though, I do have a very special guest. We got UFC Welterweight, UFL, and Fury former champion, Nikolay Veretennikov. Nikolay, I'm very glad to have you here with us today.
Hi everyone. How are you guys? Thank you for it. So I appreciate.
Definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on for sure. Definitely means a lot to us. Starting off though, I want to talk about your fight in New Orleans. Of course, whenever we were chatting it up a little bit before, I kind of went over the fact that that was my first UFC fight I was able to be in attendance for actually. And I actually walked in right before your fight started. It was a great fight to watch. It was a lot of fun. You came out on top with a split decision. Give me kind of some of your thoughts on that fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight. And then my opponent, he was a tough guy, young, tough guy, like a good prospect, So, but you know what? Like, I showed everything what I had. But one thing's I got sick after the cut weight. I got sick. So, and then that was so hard to recover after the cut weight. So and then I was throwing up, everything like my stomach didn't accept all the liquids back, So that was bad, that was bad. That's why after the first round, I felt like a little dizzy, and then my cardio wasn't look great, but yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you do like a whole camp, and then how it's called. Sometimes you do all camp, but like a little a mistake make you make your fight looks bad, So, but sometimes you do like a shit camp, and then you do like a good a recovery, and then it looks the same, sometimes. yeah. It's hard, it's hard. It's hard sport, that's why,
And that's something that really made me fall in love with the sport as a fan. Is being able to just see all the ins and outs of it. Especially now that I have the podcast and being able to have opportunities to talk to guys like yourself and all the regional guys in MMA, all the UFC guys. I'm trying to build my base up a lot more and talk to more and more people that I possibly can. And it's so interesting because I actually saw a quote one time that it was like, you go out when you're talking about any other sport, basketball, you play basketball, football, you play football, tennis, you play tennis. In MMA, you don't play mixed martial arts, you compete. It's a competition.
Right. That game.
It's so much. It's a much different world from any other sport, And I'm just an avid sports fan as is, diehard football guy. I love baseball. I really everything. I try to keep my hand in every bit of the mix, just be sharp on that end. But it's something different about mixed martial arts, man. Like obviously you mentioned in that last fight, weight cut was really tough on you. Nobody in football or anything like that's really going through that process.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. MMA is very tough sport, It's very tough sport. It's not game,
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, obviously, I was gonna ask a question about the weight cuts. What's your walk around weight? Like, what are you weighing in about right now? And how much are you cutting off within that final, couple days?
Yeah, now I recovered for like 200, 205, Now I'm 205. So before like a 1 week before the weigh in, I'm like 187, 185, something like that. 15 pounds,
Okay. What does your weight cut process look like? Like, what are some of the things that you do differently from others to cut weight? I've saw a lot of different angles that have been taken on the weight cutting process.
I cut the weight like everyone, by the water. So I drink a lot of water, like 6 gallons a day. So first week, and then the last week I'm gonna cut the water, cut the what's name carbs, and then like eat only protein, something like that. And then last 3 days before the weigh in, like actually I'm not eat nothing, and then I'm drink just little water. Bro,
Right.
it's last 3 days is so hard. It's very hard.
Yeah, that's what I kind of get a similar story out of that from basically every MMA fighter I talk to. Is those last 2 to 3 days, depending on how the fighter themselves, process the weight cut situation, how much weight you're cutting off that week, what have you. I kind of hear the same thing about those last couple of days. It's very challenging because you're very, very little water and most of the time no food.
You even couldn't sleep. You even couldn't sleep. It's hard. Yeah, you have like huge headache. You can't sleep. You like all like a last 3 nights. I'm walking on the hotel. Like back and forward, like on the lobby. I'm sit there at the night time. Everyone is asleep. I can't. I just can't, and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So
would you ever consider moving up to like 85 or anything like that to make the cut easier, or do you feel better at 170?
I'm feel better for 170. I'm feel better. I'm not so big. I'm not so big. 185 guys, they walk around like maybe 225. 225, 230. I saw,
Right.
bro. It's different.
Yeah, it's massive. Then you got guys like
Not
Alex Pereira, for
big
example.
guys.
Yeah, I mean Pereira, for example, would cut to 185 and then
Yeah,
on
bro.
fight day would be all the way up to like 210 just
Yeah.
from rehydrating and everything else. So what's your rehydration process like? How does the rehydration go for you? Are you just slamming water as soon as you come off the scale, or do you have to kind of ease back into that?
Yeah, like UFC give it to us like everything for recovery. They give it to us like electrolytes, and then something else. I'm not sure how it's called, but yeah. And then they what's name, the nutritions,
Yeah.
like tell us like what to do, like how we can to drink this and this drink, like. And then we do this like by the time, first one it's like a 20-25 minutes we have to finish the first drink, and another one like a 20-25 minutes, and another two, it's like similar, and then
Interesting.
them we can start eat like something, maybe the soup or something, like a light food, not the like a start they eat like a straight meat or something like a heavy.
So how long were you in New Orleans for?
Oh, I went there to Tuesday, like a 5 days before.
Oh, so
Five.
you didn't get to taste the good cuisine. You didn't have to get to have the good New Orleans food, did you?
No, no, no.
Oh man.
Like I was seated room number, because
Yeah.
because I don't have power, I don't have energy to walk outside. Like only twice we've been outside with my coach, so we just walk around and we use the sauna. There it's hard to find something there, it's hard to find sauna there, hard to find what's name the fitness center, bro. It's, I don't know, it's so crazy. Everyone is drunk, everyone is like a, it's it's 24 hours party, don't stop, like
I love it. I love it because I'm from Louisiana, so I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I know how we roll. I'm sure you're from Kazakhstan, correct?
Yeah, I'm from Kazakhstan. You from what city? You? From?
I'm from about 45 minutes from New Orleans, down by Hammond, Louisiana, actually.
Yeah, yeah. I went to what's name Baton Rouge. Like
Oh, oh, really?
maybe 3-4 months ago. Yeah.
Awesome. How often are you in the Louisiana area?
How often?
Not much.
Not really often, but I I went there like maybe 5-7 time already.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so you might have got a little taste of the good food and stuff at some point then, huh?
Yeah, I did try the um, alligator burger,
Ooh, that's the stuff right there.
but I didn't know it's alligator. My wife said like it's alligator burger. You try it before. I'm like, no way.
So what'd you think of it?
I don't know. I like for me it's tasting like same meat.
Yeah,
Same meat.
it is. It's different the way we do it down here though, man. You gotta get that experience back in you again. Let me know next time you're in town for sure.
I will.
I'll hook you up. I'll tell you about all the good spots around town.
Yes.
Definitely. So obviously, the podcast name is Outside the Octagon. So we've talked a lot about your fights, a lot about some of the things you've done in the octagon. Let's talk about life outside the octagon for you. What are some of your hobbies and interests outside of what you do for a living?
Brother, I like it's hard to explain. It's I do everything.
Yeah.
I'm like I try to how would say I'm using the always I like как сказать на океане я всегда там. Walk by the ocean. Yeah, I'm walk by the ocean, like a hiking, everything.
Awesome.
I'm not drink, I'm not like smoke, and I don't have like any like crazy things. Just sometimes barbecue with my friends. I like these things. I love meat. I love cooking. I love do some like a special things. Like a special like a food. From my country. I do pilaf. It's called pilaf. It's rice with the meat. It's very cool. I'm cooking this by myself. At home. So
Yeah. Shoot. Well, I mean, kind of building off of that, obviously, that there's a lot of UFC fighters that kind of use the UFC almost as a stepping stool to embark on a new journey, whether it be podcasting or a YouTube channel or motivational speaking. Have you ever thought about creating your own YouTube channel and just doing a cooking series, kind of like something like Volkanovski does?
you know what? Like I was thinking about this like a long time ago, but it's not really what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not my goal. That's why I'm not doing this. A lot of people like us saying like, "Hey, bro, you can make some video like about your training, about like how you cooking, about like what you doing." I'm I'm not person like that. I'm not person
Yeah.
like that. So it's hard to do.
Not big in the media world.
Um, not really like that. Like I,
Yeah.
I, I don't see myself in like in this process. I mean the cooking stuff or like some training. Like I love be like in media, like but mm, I don't want to do something like for training or for show something for like to teach someone to cook for someone, like and show for everyone how it's doing. It's
Right.
different.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. One thing I will ask for sure is there any way you could possibly send me a couple of recipes, like of some dishes from your home country? Because that would be something interesting for me to be able to try out at some point. Not like video me cooking it or anything, because I would probably ruin it.
Yeah,
At
I
least,
can send a couple of links, from the like there is a lot of people who cooking like very good in our country, brother. It's best food ever, I believe.
really.
Yeah, it's best food ever. Yeah. So
Yeah, definitely will. I'll definitely have to check that out then. It's not really something I really got a chance to talk to a lot of MMA fighters about, is their passion for cooking. That's not one that comes up too often. Uh I myself, obviously being from Louisiana, I love to cook. Uh
what are you
basically,
cooking?
what's that?
What are you cooking?
Uh I like jambalaya. I don't know if you've ever had a jambalaya before.
No,
Uh
what is that?
it's like it's like a rice basically. It's like a rice mix. It's rice with like sausage maybe,
Oh,
maybe like chicken, maybe shrimp, whatever, like whatever protein you want to put in it really, and it's quite all right.
seems like a Japanese food, right?
It's I would definitely just consider it almost a Louisiana food, to be honest with you. I haven't really heard of it out of any other countries really. Let's see, what else do I like? Of course, good gumbo. Gumbo almost similar to jambalaya in a sense, but gumbo is more like the gravy. You put all the works into it. Basically, we call it the Holy Trinity down here. Yeah, it's a
Yes.
great dish for sure.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, most definitely. So back to some of your fighting. I kind of went through your profile a little bit, and I saw that you were the champ for UFL and Fury. What were your experiences fighting for those leagues, and how would you compare that to the UFC?
Yeah, Fury, like that's my first promotion where I start to fight, in US. And yeah, it's long time ago when I came, 2015 to Houston, and then I start fight there, brother. That was like a little promotion, and now it's already like very big promotion. So there it's a lot of good fighters, and then if you like got the belt from the Fury, you can sign with UFC. But you know what? My goal is always was sign contract with UFC. That was my goal. It's not like only just got belt from the another promotions or like I'm always thinking about UFC. That's why like I'm here. I'm in America and I'm live here. So that's why we came here. That's that's my point.
Right. So obviously, coming from Kazakhstan into America, how has that transition been for you? What's different between America and Kazakhstan? Do you like it here? How's it all working out?
Yeah, I love it here. It's very nice. It's very quiet. For me, it's very quiet. I can do my I would say I can do my job, and I don't need to worry about something. Like outside the sport. I'm always thinking only about my fights, my life, and that's it. And you know what, Houston, it's good city. I love Houston too, but there it's very human, very hot.
Yeah,
And then why we moved to California because of the here it's more like for me it's more opportunity. I'm signed here with my manager. I signed with my gym, with my team. So I love this like state, and yeah, it's expensive, but you know what? Here it's so beautiful, and it's everything around here. It's nice, and weather, whatever you want.
that
And
is
here it's like we have everything. We have like a traditional Kazakh food, traditional Uzbek food, like whatever you want, like all the restaurants where you had at the world they have in California. So of course I love America, I love California, and yeah, that was like when we moved to here first time. That was like a changed my life like a 360. It's that was crazy, brother.
right.
Believe was first like a 3 4 months. I thought like a brother. I would like to live back to Kazakhstan, because like it's crazy. You know, you don't know it, nobody here. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like difficult, you know.
Yeah, I mean, leaving so many things behind, especially over such a long distance, has to be
Yeah.
some sort of a mental challenge as well. Would you say that in your early fighting career, when you got to America, would you say that that had any effect on your fights?
Mm, no, not really. Not really, brother.
Gotcha, gotcha. So one question that I always try to ask every guest, it's my own question. It's something that I came up with during our first guest episode. I thought it was good journalism. You could tell me if it's not, but how do you go about like your preparation for a fight? Whether it's when you're in the locker room, whether you're walking through the tunnel, whether you're jumping into the cage. What's going through your mind in that moment, and what basically gives you your calm mentality to be able to go in there and execute the way that you've done over your career?
I don't know. I'm like, I'm not really think about like prepare my mind, because I'm ready to fight all the time. It's not like, not matter what, like I can fight. Even if I'm not training, I can go to the fight, you know. That's my life, you know. I love fight. And no, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just training, prepare to the fight, improve my like I try to improving my like cardio, everything, you know, like my speed, my like a technique. So and just fight. Fight, it's like, be honest with you, fight, it's easier things in the camp, you know.
Yeah,
You training hard like a 3 months, right, for the fight. So you sparring every day with someone good, you know, with a good guys, with a good sparring partners. They smash you all the time, you know, at the gym, you know. They punch you hard, maybe harder in the fight, you know.
yeah,
So, and then you fight only 15 minutes, brother. 3 rounds, 5 minutes, 15 only minutes, and that's it. It's done. It's easier things in the fight.
yeah. I guess that totally makes sense. So obviously you brought up the sparring every day. So you're big on sparring during your training camps, because I've noticed that some fighters, they'll take an approach where they don't spar at all leading up to a fight. I've heard stories from guys. I think it might have been like Max Holloway, that he doesn't do very much sparring at all leading up to a fight. So what
You
makes sparring such a great thing for you that you think helps you out versus the guy that doesn't really think that they have to do that?
you know what, like what sparring help us for the improve, they like the sparrings like help you to read the distance, like to feel the punches, you know. It's, if you're not sparring, bro, of course sometimes you're gonna lose the fight, because you know it's hard to prepare for the fight without sparrings, you know, because a lot of things like can happen in the fight, right? And then you have to be ready for everything. I mean, you have to be like you have to keep the distance between the opponent and you. So, and then every opponent, it's different. Somebody like a short, somebody tall, somebody like a very fast, somebody aggressive, somebody like a wrestler, you know, somebody like a striker. So that's why we try to make our camp like a very similar like a fight, you know. So that's helped us a lot. I mean, helped me a lot for the fight, you know.
Right. So you would say a lot of your training camp is basically based on simulating or emulating the style of fighter that you're going to be facing.
Simulating the a real fight, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of building off of what I said earlier about the whole MMA being a competition versus playing other sports and everything, you just brought it up. You might have a guy that's tall, you might have a guy that's shorter, you might have a guy that's fast, you might have a power puncher, a wrestler, a jiu-jitsu guy, kickboxer, boxer. There's so many different things that
Yeah.
tie into this one sport, and that's what makes it so amazing to me.
Then that's why it's called MMA, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. So one more thing that I had for you, right quick. So back to your fight in New Orleans. Something that I considered, in my opinion, the main highlight of the fight is Francisco Prado had you pretty deep. It looked like, at least from my perspective, in that armbar. Um, what was going through your mind in that moment, and the way that you escaped that was incredible. By the way, was that something your coaches were telling you to do in that moment, or was that something that you just, after training for so long, that's something that just came to you and you were like, this is my opportunity to get out, and if I'm going to get out, this is how I'm going to win the fight, and it's my only way.
Got you. So nobody tell me nothing about this. Like, I mean, this night, I mean, my corners didn't say nothing about the armbar, you know. And then we didn't know like he gonna jump on armbar. Like it's how would say, it's a little like a I forget this word, you know. It's okay. So yeah, it's, I was preparing everywhere, but like I said, I got sick after the weight-in, right? And then this was very hard for me. That's why if you saw the highlights, when I punched him, when I tried to finish him on the ground, brother, I got dizzy in my eye, you know, like, and then that's why I go to the my like to the guard, you know, to him.
Right.
And he tried to catch me by the triangle, so I didn't let him. And then he switched for the armbar. Yeah, he switched to armbar, brother. The armbar was very deep.
It
Believe
was
me, very deep. My arm like a start to like a clicking, like a punk, 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 and then
no.
I'm, no fucking way. I'm not gonna let you win tonight, you know.
Let's go. Come on, man. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I pick up him and punch him for by the face on the floor, you know. So
Yeah, that was, especially for an armbar that deep, because like I said, I mean, from my angle, it looked pretty deep, and you just confirmed that you had the best angle in the house, of course. And you said, yeah, you said yourself it was quite a deep armbar. And with that said, I haven't seen a whole lot of instances where guys escape that.
it's like, you know what? I don't know. I try to make the show, you know, all the time. If I'm fight like a like 100%. I'm not like give up, you know. I'm
Right.
always forward, you know. So that's why it was, that was my day, you know, that was my night. And I did what I did. I didn't prepare for that, like exactly, or like a pick up him and then drop him like on the floor. I didn't prepare for this, but yeah, I did it.
100%, no doubt about that. Well, look, I really do appreciate you taking your time out of the day today to be able to share some of your stories with me and talk some more about the fight at UFC 318. Of course, that was my first one I was able to attend. So it's great to be able to talk to a fighter off of that card. Um, like I said, I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day, sharing the story. It's great to hear the back end of it, you know, where not a lot of people probably heard the part where, you know, the weight cut was pretty rough on you, and you overcame that obstacle to come out with a split decision win there.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. Very
Thank
much looking forward to your next fight. Do you have any idea who it might be?
I don't have any idea right now, but I'm still waiting to another name. It's I don't care, you know. If UFC give it to me whatever he wants, and then I'm gonna fight, you know. I'm
Let's
fighting.
go.
I love it.
Let's go. Love it, man. I can't wait to see you in there again. And look, like I said, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, Nikolay.
Thank
Uh,
you,
Nikolay Veretennikov, everybody. Thank you so much, bud.
thank you. I'll see you.